we have some massive roster news for the New York Rangers. The Rangers have decided on what they're going to do with Cuylle and Othmann and Will Cuylle, both those prospects, as well as a couple guys are being waived with the intentions of sending them down to the Hartford Wolfpack as well. Starting off here with the first piece of news, though, Cuylle and Othmann has been assigned to the AHL here. Not too big of a surprise. He had a great camp, but I think the Rangers kind of, for the most part, had their core set of players they want to see, obviously, for this team. So I just think that this is the best scenario for Cuylle and Othmann to get his first, full year of, pro hockey. Obviously, had that one little stint over in Switzerland, but this is the first, big full year in North American pro hockey. He's going to get to play, hopefully, I would expect, top line minutes, top power play time. He's going to get a lot of time to develop down there, and it should be good for his just overall development, as he is still a very young player, still a great prospect, still has a very high ceiling. The other piece of news here, though, and this is the big one for the NHL side of things here, Johnny Brodzinski and Ben Harpur are on waivers, as first reported by Elliot Friedman, which tells us Philip Hedl and Tyler Pitlick are likely good to go, which is a good news. Obviously, Hedl and Pitlick have been kind of injured, so it's good to see they're going to be going. But also, this really does mean Will Cuylle is going to be making this roster, and I don't see how this means Cuylle will be on the fourth line or something. I think he's going to be playing in the top 9. Now, I'm not sure where, but I would really like to see it in the top 9 somewhere. Obviously, having him scratch, for example, would be a terrible idea, and I don't want to see him on the fourth line. He's still a guy who I think has middle six potential, so giving him middle 6 minutes is what he should have. He had a phenomenal camp, looked great in preseason, scored a couple goals, made a lot of good plays, looked like just an overall great player, and definitely looked like he belonged. You could say the same thing about Othmann, but I think Othmann still has, more room to grow, definitely a higher ceiling than Cuylle, so I think putting him down in the AHL could be what's best for him. And obviously, there wasn't really enough room in the top 9 for both of them, unless Hedl obviously was going to be hurt or something like that. So this is a good move for the team. As Vince Mercogliano tweets out here, he says, kudos to Cuylle for defying the odds. Impression all summer was that he'd start in the AHL, which is exactly what I kind of thought. It seemed like the 12 forwards were kind of already in place there, but he forged his way in, and obviously that is great news for the young prospect. He still is pretty young. He still has, some good potential, so it is definitely nice to see. But his lineup here that he has, Kreider, Zibanejad, Kakko, Breadman, Hedl, and Laugh, and then obviously Cuylle on that third line with Trocheck and Wheeler. That could be a very good checking, scoring kind of line there. You got 3 pretty tough players, Wheeler, Trocheck, and Cuylle. Cuylle is a very good kind of two-way guy, a big power forward, big strong guy, can hit, can fight. He's a tough player, but also has the offensive talent as well to get the job done. So I'm very happy with this move here. I'm really excited to see what Cuylle can do. Hopefully he will be on that third line come opening night next Thursday, I believe, against the Buffalo Sabres. So should be a great game there. I'm definitely excited to see what happens there. But Cuylle is in the team and should be in the top 9. I don't want to see him on the fourth line. VC is not a guy that should be getting third line minutes over a guy like Will Cuylle. This is not the playoffs where obviously you don't want to see a guy like really VC on that fourth line. Now, it's all right to have VC on your fourth line come playoffs, but I would probably rather see more of a checking defensive kind of guy on that fourth line. Maybe that is Cuylle for the playoffs, right? That's a possibility. Maybe it's like Othmann on that third line there and a guy like Cuylle on that fourth line. That's a possibility for playoffs, but that is so far down the road, so we don't have to worry about that right now. But I'm just excited to see what Cuylle can do in his first year of starting in the NHL. Hopefully he stays there for a while, can have a great rookie year, obviously. Had 4 games last year, didn't score any points, but had a fight, looked like a pretty solid player, was playing physical, didn't play the best, but still he played physical, had the scraps and stuff, so he looked like he definitely belonged there. So hopefully he can have a good camp. And then kind of touching back on Johnny Brodzinski and Ben Harpur, they're being sent down with the intentions of obviously going to the AHL and staying there. So hopefully they make it through waivers, can be down there and be some top call-ups. I think Ben Harpur is definitely the top D-man call-up. Obviously Zach Jones will more than likely be that 7th D-man. It's possible we could see Zach Jones traded, I think, just to get a prospect or a pick back for a team maybe like San Jose, who's looking to add to that D-core. Maybe they want to throw a third and a low-tier prospect or a second rounder. I'm not quite sure what his value really is. maybe not quite a second round pick value kind of thing, but maybe it is like a third and sixth or something like that. That is definitely a possibility, or like a decent tier prospect as well. But I'm just excited to see what Will Cuylle can do in the NHL this year, as well as Brennan Othmann in the AHL. Don't be too upset with this. I think this is good for Othmann's development to get top line minutes down there, top power play time, and hopefully we'll have an amazing year down there in the AHL, and probably will be called up at some point with the New York Rangers. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have enjoyed, please smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for daily New York Rangers content. Thanks for watching, and see ya.